from the grassroots, connecting people and sharing ideas.
Good morning, welcome back. This is Grace.
Hi, this is Gowri.
So today we're gonna talk about very interesting music because he started with his own passion and then he studied a little bit of music, but then he ventured himself into furthering his career in music. So our blast from the grassroots, we have invited Ariff AB.
That's right. Let's say good morning to him.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good.
Are you tired?
Yeah, it's pretty early.
It is early. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I play alternative indie freak folk with the acoustic, and I write my own music, and yeah, I'm from Petaling Jaya.
Yeah, you're from Petaling Jaya.
You said that really fast, alternative freak folk music.
Yeah, it's okay, I'll say it slower. Like, it's alternative indie freak folk.
And do you want to elaborate a little bit?
Well, it's
yes,
actually,
how you got there?
Yeah, so when I was doing my music, when I first started out, I just go one genre, which is playing the guitar. I play the guitar, folk maybe. And I went to a lot of places and they start rejecting me. Yeah, so yeah, because of the one style thing, they have a specific, you don't play it right, whatever. So what I did was I went home and mix and mash every single songs that I,
So that was your challenge, sort of, right? When you started off as a singer-songwriter. So how did you actually face the challenge to be able to overcome that? Because you said your music wasn't accepted.
Yeah.
But then now slowly people, they do listen to your music and you're gaining your popularity and your music, some of your music tunes have been already produced.
Yeah, well, it took a while actually, because after you receive that kind of rejection, you will go back home and you want to know what direction you want to go. So I went home and I started practicing, 8 to 9 hours a day, trying to fix what I have, what I'm lacked of, So then I started writing music. I keep on playing it live, and I don't like it. I don't play it anymore. So I keep on producing to the point where I found my genre. Yeah.
Well, I have asked these questions to many musicians, or also including singer-songwriter. Why music?
Why music?
Yeah, you said you wanted to be a lawyer.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah.
She heard that.
Yeah. Well, music. I don't know, like something in me still have this, thing where you just want to. Like,
it was just
express,
calling out to you.
It's like something to express, I was into really difficult challenges when I was young. So sometimes when I I'll tell you a story.
Okay.
So
you're welcome to hear the story.
So when I was younger, I watched a lot of tapes and videos of live concerts. The time we were in Birmingham, right, my sister was studying arts there, so I usually go to her cupboard and actually take out everything for 2 weeks.
Okay.
I just been like watching videos and videos.
Was it a lot of Backstreet Boys and?
No. Yeah, it's more like Mars Volta, post-rock, grunge, everything from Nirvana, Biography, Johnny Cash. So it kind of developed. So, but when I went back, I didn't have the the interest to play. So what I do is I have this different persona where when I go to school, I just portray this sports person, achieve being the captain.
In fact, you look very sporty.
Yeah, it's got to be the captain of the football team, get to be the captain for the athletic team and
so
stuff.
You're like the popular guy.
It's but yeah, so when one of my friends, he said that he read my one of my lyric book, which I dropped, and I kind of oh no, what's gonna happen, like people gonna laugh at me or what, that kind of stuff. Then he was reading it and he's like, hey, this is okay, you can actually, your phrases are right and stuff like that. And I was like, okay. So then I went home and I tried to sing, but I was pretty shy. Yeah. Then when I graduated, I know that what I want to do is music. So I went in that path, and I haven't mastered my guitar yet. I haven't mastered my singing. And what I do is I don't know. It's based on confidence, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Just dive head first.
Yeah, without thinking. I went in but I always know that my family always there to support me. So when I made the decision to do music, they were like,
So they were pretty supportive towards your decision.
Yeah, it's
to a
they're very
certain extent.
supportive. Yeah, it's like in the beginning they were pretty reluctant, just like okay, I'll give you 1 year kind of thing.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what he did to all my siblings as well.
Okay.
Because they want to see results. So then I picked up business in music. So when I learned and studied, I did a lot of research on the business side. Then it became more clearly where I want to go, how I want to push my music. So that's how I started music. Yeah.
I see. Well, to me, Ariff has always been a very interesting person because not only music, he also studied a lot of other areas, and he does hold quite a lot of many qualifications. So would you like to boast of your qualification?
Yeah. Well, I did this was in ICOM. I did business in music. Then after that, I went on to IACT. I did my broadcasting, and so I had more of broadcastings,
Okay.
Marketing, advertising, and yeah.
But that is actually coming in handy right now with your music business.
Yeah, it's more like all rounder. So I kind of it's better to get that credential instead of just do something without without nothing. Yeah.
Well, your music and then yourself, you used your name, Ariff AB. That's your branding, right?
Yes.
So why did you come up with your name as a brand?
Well, it's a funny story because back then when I wanted to do music, I looked up a science book. I wanted to name myself like some lame scientific name. Yeah, it's like those or space or something like that. Yeah, so I was really influenced by David Bowie. So when I listened to his songs and lyrics, and I always wanted to do something like create a different persona or something.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah, then one day I was stressing out and I don't know what to call myself. Then I just used my name and I shortened my family's name. So ever since then, everybody from my family has been using that name. So it's like a brand.
The AB name.
The AB, yeah. So every time we go, we say we are the AB family, because we always hang out together. So say, for example, if we go out to a party, so my brother, from my elder brother to younger brother, we just say, oh, this is my brother AB, another AB. Yeah, so we label ourselves as AB.
AB brothers.
Yeah.
AB senior, AB junior.
Exactly. So AB. So So we have this logo where we always say to ourselves like, AB is actually about billions. That's our motivation,
Okay.
Yeah. So whatever we do, we have to do the best. And say if we struggle, we have each other, and each one of us have to help each other, So my brother is a boxer. So, for example, and I go to his fights, and I became the bucket boy. So I became like the family member to actually tell him,
It's not actually easy to have family members to work together, especially when it comes to work,
exactly.
because you guys know each other so well, and then sometimes you get to just become so ignorant of the opinions,
Yeah.
But then it is very interesting to hear from Ariff that how strong bonds that you guys have been building, among yourselves.
Well, it'll take time because sometimes like when you're too close, that is when you start, fighting and stuff. But then,
exactly.
Yeah, but how we manage it is that we protect what we like to do. So if I want to go somewhere beyond my reach without any my say, for example, my brother say, I think you need to improve on your timing, for example,
time management,
time management or guitar playing, that kind of stuff. So and I'll say no, the ego thing, like I won't do it. Then after that, automatically when you're on stage, you start to realize that you are playing terribly wrong, So you went home and you drop your ego. I say, okay, let's work together, and that's what we did. We kind of go through a lot of stuff together, watch a lot of especially me and my sister. I will go on YouTube or something, and she was like, okay, check out this band and see how they from say wrong timing, they can actually make that
Right.
timing more, like those music thing, like different time. So I start to learn that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I guess at the end of the day, your siblings give you the most honest opinion, like
Yes.
to your
That's
face.
true.
Yeah, there's no
exactly.
holding back because
Exactly,
you can
yeah.
just tell you.
But whether you like it or not.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you gotta take
And
the hits. Yeah.
tell me more about your album. Actually, is there a story behind this?
Yes, it's actually a
Transmission?
concept. Yeah, it's a concept album where the whole transmission comes from, that's a transmitter pillar. The one that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just like sitting down and I was like, hey, as a kid I always like wondered what is that.
Okay.
So what happened was, as I grew up, I tend to understand the whole communication thing, and that's when I took that name, transmission, where I transmit my message to people.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's from point A to point B. So another way to use
connection
my
Right.
initial. Yeah. So for point A to point B, so whatever I write, I will send a message out. So this album is actually about my journey in music.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And which is your favorite song from the album?
My favorite song would be Satellite. Yeah, because it was a satellite means like you got like you receive a sign. I believe that I received a sign to do this. Like just let go of what I
Right.
and then I just do my own thing. Yeah. So I think that was the satellite is the one that I put my most hard work from to.
So you said this album is about your journey.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna talk about your journey literally.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That you've been traveling around,
Yes.
producing your music and performing your music outside of Malaysia.
Yeah.
And I find to be very impressive, how this one guy had this passion in music, and they came from different industry or different backgrounds, and also holding quite many qualifications at the same time, and to be able to utilize all of them into your music, and then finally you venture yourself outside from Malaysia. How is it like? And then where did you actually venture yourself
You
into?
need to hire her as your promoter.
I always admire Grace, with whole.
So enthusiastic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it started in 2010 when I first started music. So I went and it was this thing, like this. My whole journey started when I got rejected. So it was an open mic. So I played my music, and the guy told me straight to my face, he said that I will never make it in the music scene.
Oh.
That was I was like, oh, okay. I took that as a challenge. So I went home and started practicing and start do this and do that. So there was this competition. It was at Urban Attic. And it's called Acoustic Showdown. So the concept of the competition is that you have 5 heats before you enter finals.
Okay.
So what happened was I went to all heats, meaning that I got rejected. On the 4th heat, on the 5th hit, that's when I got selected in the finals.
You never gave up.
Yeah,
That's
I went in,
awesome.
and my mom was like, "Where are you going?" I'm going to win. I'm going to win. I said that. Then I think the lady was just like, okay, this guy is like every week he's here. I think he wants.
I see him every day.
So I was like, okay. Then I made it to the finals. Then after that, I don't know what happened. I won the whole thing. I won the whole thing. So
Okay.
it was a head start because I had 6 shows altogether. Yeah,
Right.
like, instead of like 6 shows. So I went, I won. Then I got like extra publicity on New Straits Times, and I met the group Doppelganger group, Jasmine Lowe.
Yes.
So she inboxed me saying that, hey, do you want to go to China?
Right.
Then I said okay, and I didn't know who I was going with. So yeah, I was like, okay, yeah,
Just
put me
say
in.
okay.
Yeah, I went to the studio. I recorded my first raw track. And I came to the press conference and I saw Liana Fizi, I saw One Buckshot, I saw Adi Swardi, Zali Lali. So it was
all
those
those big
yeah,
names.
those people like back then. He was like they were playing on radio a lot.
Of course, they were really
Yeah,
famous.
so I went there. I was like, wow. I told my brother, it's like, wait, these are the the people that is on radio and
Yeah.
stuff. Then my brother said, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Then I went there and I was sitting next to them. I was just like really quiet and I was smiling all the way. The guy was asking me questions like, are you excited to go to China? I was like, yeah. Then so I went to China with them and I start to learn from them. Like I asked Liana Fizi how it's done, and she's always
Right.
like like a big sister to me when I was there. So then after we played for the World Expo under tourism. So I came back and I started to find my own tours, which is I spent a lot of time researching on loopholes.
Okay.
Yeah, so like every place that you go, there's always people that's going to help you, but you have to find them. You cannot expect them to find you, right? So I went and I found a couple of people from Singapore, and the following year I went to Singapore for Livio TV. Then I was doing the whole thing, and then the big gig was in London. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
that was the best. Like this guy. I saw my post on SoundCloud and he inboxed me saying that, hey, I run this radio station in Deptford, come down. Then I said, okay, yeah, I thought it was a spam, but I just, go with it. So I told my dad, I said, Dad, someone invited me to go to London, right? Then after that, for 2 weeks, just to try it out, my dad said, okay, go, right? And after that, I was like, okay, I went, and I was featured on that radio. And that guy told me before, he said that, Ariff, we're going to do the best show, you're going to sing live, and we're going to transmit this to the outside, to the local. Yeah, so I was just, okay, like, this guy was just very passionate. So I stood by him, and that's when it's true, where I sang and I talk about myself. And suddenly, like, the next few days, I got a couple of emails saying that, like, promoters to come. Yeah, so not to sign, but to manage when I'm there. So I was like, okay, for 2 weeks it was a good gig. I played every day. And then I came back to Malaysia. We were Skyping. We were like sorting out tours, like proper tour. So, and then that's when they accepted my request. They know how to market me, and then they know where to put me, and they gave me a 7-week tour in London.
So how was the audience? How was their response there?
Okay, one
compared
thing
to
about
Malaysia?
it's like one thing about Malaysia is that we're still developing our music scene, but they're already advanced, so they really accept raw talent. So they really provide like great facilities for raw talent. Like when I was there, I was a bit not this size, Yeah, it was more like, bigger a bit, yeah. So when I came down, then I thought it's just gonna be like a normal tour where just this guy represent me, sell my CDs and stuff. But it's more than that. He was like, okay, Ariff, every morning you have to jog. I was like, why? And he was like, because you need to lose weight, or else it's very hard to sell. Yeah, it's very strict. So as a Malaysian, and you have to like, you want to learn how this works. So I went, and every morning I jog. Then I jog.
No wonder you lost so much.
Yeah, I jog every day.
Yeah.
And after that, there's someone cook us breakfast. Then I eat the right meal. Then I went in the afternoon. I go for sound check. Then I play. So it's more of a very productive day. So they really, take care of the talent. Yeah, it's not like they just, like, okay, yeah, you did a good show. Once you do a good show, they won't come to you and just say that, hey, blah, blah. They will just shake your hand with a note. Yeah, it's a note. So I went there and looked at the note, and after I showed my friend, like the promoter, I said, Bill, look at this. It's like, it's an address and a number.
Okay.
So what my promoter did, he called and he said that, it's actually a gig, outside London.
So
like
you were
maybe-
scouted for
it's like more of a one gig. It's more of like getting your reputation out there.
Okay.
So that 7 weeks is very intense because I've played in I don't know, like in a very expensive area to the most dodgy area to the whole, this and that. So it was a very, very nice, like, journey. Yeah.
The very
And
unique journey.
how long did it take for you to realize what kind of musician you are? Like, this is where I'm heading.
Oh yeah. The day where I did my first tour in China.
Okay.
So that was it was actually like a two different balance where if I want to be the artsy musician or do I just want to aim for something bigger than that. So it was a choice. So I started with the artsy musician, where I tried to kind of go out and play everywhere, up and down, up and down, up and down, to the point where in between that, I did the going somewhere musician. You know, I want to push this somewhere. So I kind of decided that when I was in China. And yeah, and also when I was performing, I was scouted for Voice.
Okay.
Yeah, Voice UK. Yeah, that was one thing that I felt very proud of, because
of course,
it was very
I'm proud of
it
you
was
too.
thank you. Yeah. So it's very So this couple of people from BBC came and watched me play, and then after that they scouted. They gave me they said like, hey, do you know what's The Voice? And I said, no. I just playing with their leg and stuff, and he was like, well, it's a reality show, would you like to be on board? And I was like,
with the English
yeah. And then after that I was like, yeah, sure. I was like, yeah, sure. And after that, okay, give me your email address and tell me when is your next show. And I did. I told him, and surprisingly, he came with 4 other producers.
Right.
And he was recording, and and then after the show, he was like, Ariff, we scouted as your top 100 in London. So yeah, that was the best. Because they pre-scouted before they go out. Because so he said that you don't have to go for that 2,000 plus people. So this is your slot time. So they sent me an email. It's on. Yeah. So I pushed it on Facebook. So everyone's like, did you go? And I was like, no, I didn't go because of visa. Yeah. So I went home and I was like really disappointed. But then I went to the British Council and said, can you make this work? He's like, well, we can make it work 3 to 6 months time. So hopefully next year, to try.
But they are coming to Malaysia, right? They're going to be.
Yeah,
in KL.
exactly. But next year I have a tour in UK.
Okay.
So I think might as well just
Since you have a shortcut.
It's very
you can skip like the 2,000.
But it's okay, at least it was when you receive that email, you're like, wow. But then when you think about it, it's like, should I? You ask yourself, should I? It's going to be very competitive, and
That's
you will
true.
lose.
Once you go there, also you get like a certain branding, like you're from the reality
exactly.
TV.
Yeah, exactly. So I kind of then I told Bill, I said that maybe next time I'll go and bring me out from London, go Manchester, go Brighton, so full on proper van tour or something. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's going to be for next year, I guess. Yeah.
So after all this journey that you've been, right? Where do you see yourself in the future? In this music industry, do you still see yourself in Malaysia, or you'll be touring on outside of Malaysia? And
well, I would love to balance both, Yeah, so for now I'm trying my best to kind of push this Ariff AB thing here in Malaysia, and also push it there as well. So I think for me is I'm always the global kind of guy, so I would like to see my music out there. Yeah.
And being globalized.
Yeah.
And do you see a particular artist right now whom you want to be like, or?
You mean Malaysian artists?
It can be international.
International artists. I have this but he's dead now. Yeah. So I kind of follow the. I'm a big fan of these people, Johnny Cash, and also Jim Morrison. Yeah, so these people are very inspiring people to me. So and also David Bowie, he's still alive. Yeah, that's one thing. Yeah, which I like. Yeah, and so and these people they start out with nothing, and they became something. And also like the boxing idol, Manny Pacquiao. That one. Yeah.
Well, after all, what's your hope in the Malaysian music industry?
I think
because you've seen the differences right here and also outside of Malaysia.
Well, I think Malaysian music, it's going in the right direction. Yeah. If the people support more, people will actually pay musician more, that kind of stuff, Yeah,
that's really important.
Yeah, acknowledge their hard work,
Okay.
And what's that? Have enough A&R. In Malaysia we have lack of that.
Okay.
Sometimes people from the top do not want to go lower down and scout talent. They're based on hype.
Okay.
It's pretty much divided, isn't it?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then the authorities, they tend to look for people more from mainstream rather than all those indie scenes.
Yeah, so it's like for those who are actually doing independently, you need to strive every day and try to find shows, and it's I think it's a very divided scene. So if Malaysia can provide these little things like these important people to try to boost music, other music, and try to listen to music other than your friends' music, that kind of stuff. So I think you promote one another. I think it's going to be a really great scene, really good scene. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's the end of our session. Plus from the
Thank you.
grassroots. Thank you so much for coming and
Thank
sharing your
you.
experience.
Thank you so
And
much.
all
yeah.
the best.
I can, invite maybe AB brothers to the
Oh yeah, that would be great. Yeah.
That would be awesome. Okay, thank you.